Alright, looks like the stream is starting. Today we are showing off Lord Kerafyrm, the sleeper dragon. Um, so how this works is, there's 4 dragons in this room. Each one of these dragons, I don't know how close I can get to them. Hopefully they don't try to kill me. Let me increase my run speed. It's a little bit of a lag. So there's a dragon on each one of these plates. Hopefully it doesn't attack me. Maybe we can run up right to him. Uh-oh. That didn't look good. He's looking at me. These dragons can hurt me. These down here, these are... I can kill them. But you can see here, there's Lord Kerafyrm in the center. Wonder if I can get in there. Oh, yeah. Oh. Alright, okay. I thought it might have... Mystical barrier repels you, so it sends you to the very entrance. So that's Kerafyrm in the center. The sleeper dragon. This is from EverQuest 1. So in EverQuest 1, there was these 4 dragons that everyone came in and killed these 4 dragons. And those 4 dragons put a mystical spell on the sleeper dragon. And once you killed those 4 dragons, you woken the sleeper. The sleeper would wake up, and then he would attack. And so this is kind of a play on that scenario from EverQuest 1. It's a raid zone. This raid zone is called the Sleeper's Tomb, a temporal leap. So I came in here to find some shoulder blades. Oh wow! You know, I'm actually looking for that item. Is it you can use it as many as you want? All right. I'm actually looking for that item. Interesting. I wonder if there's a lot of them. Huh. I'm not sure if you use it in this zone or not. We're gonna kill this guy up here, hopefully. We'll have to see if he does anything special. Supposedly this guy drops the shoulders I'm after. Oh, look at this. There's some kind of... There's wings. Look at these. Is that the sleeper? Is it bugging out? It's the wings of the sleeper. Huh. See, he's trying to break free. In EverQuest 1, he's actually sleeping. Okay, this is a guy we have to defeat here. Let's see what happens here. I don't know if we have to maybe use this clicky item on him that we just got. Oh, no word. What is this going on? What's going on here? I have placed Arbiter in the stasis to your task quickly. You will be rewarded once the sleeper... Let's read over here. Once the sleeper awakes... Oh, there we go. Oh, good. This guy supposedly dropped shoulders, too. Oh, wait. Let's see if... Huh. I wonder... Flawless? Did we get a... Was that the challenge mode? I don't know if that was challenge mode. Let's just keep this stuff. I don't think it'll sell, but... nothing. Sword. We're looking for spalders. Uh-oh, something's going on. Oh, there's some spalders. Scouts. Green. Yeah. So we're looking for some red ones. Oh, no. Well, let's see if they're they're leather. Maybe that's why. I don't know if you have to get the hard mode guy or what. I didn't even really read what let's go read what was a lot of I don't know how anyone can actually read all this ahead of time for the what's this over here? Oh, that's one of the dragons. Fulfill your destiny. This is already more a bargain for dispatch these Cretans quickly. The power of the amulet is cost. Don't let this happen again. Dispatch these fools so we can finish our task and claim our reward. Shall not prevail. The ward returns as I resurrect only the fallen servants. Milos prepares to exit. Right-click the Drake to prevent his escape. Challenge mode. I think he was entering challenge mode, and then we killed him. Sounds good. That's how I think it used to be. You used to have to interrupt them, and it would go challenge mode. This guy, is supposedly attackable too. See if we use this on him. No. See if we can hail him. Maybe it does something. Not quite sure. Oh. It's one of my... I haven't been here before, as you can tell. Oh. Come on. Become attackable. Can't right click and do anything. This doesn't seem to do anything. Just click in here. Nothing. This guy supposedly is attackable. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe you have to go challenge mode and get the challenge mode before he becomes active. Oh, wait a minute. Is he... Looks like he's doing something now. Oh, look at that. Is he... Come on. Isn't it funny? You wanna to complete the game and you gotta go through something like this. Come on. Do whatever you need to do. Is that new? The whole... It might... Maybe it's not new. Come on. Become attackable. I'm not really sure. This guy supposedly is the final boss. The thing I picked up earlier, can't use on him. Let's put this here. Well, I'll be darned. You know. Bad. Let's go see if there's something else going on. Looks like the sleeper's asleep, though. That's neat. He was all amped up. He's quiet now. You don't attack these dragons, they're too high a level. We'll try to run out to the platform. See, this is the way he was in EverQuest 1. He was asleep. Let's try to see if this does anything. No. Well, he's asleep. Supposedly this guy drops, shoulders that have, dragon spolders. So I was wanting to get those. Even though this game's pretty much dead, but I wanted to get these items before the game's no longer made. Or well, I'll be darned. I have no clue what this guy... I don't know if it's because I killed the last guy too quick or what. Maybe it's because there's a chest on the ground. Do I gotta loot everything first? Let's see here. Let's loot this and then we'll just see what happens. I don't think I can loot all of this stuff anyways. We'll see what happens. Would have been nice to get the spoilers and then this guy would have died real quick and the game would have been over. And in my dreams, right? In my dreams. So let's get rid of this. Get rid of these. This stuff, you can't even sell this stuff anymore either. Nobody wants any of this stuff. I need to make sure I know what I'm throwing away before I throw it away, too. I'm not even looking. Might throw away something I really wanted. I got these earlier. These are the gloves. There's a dragon spolders that are real big that match these, that are red. They're not quite as good as the flame ones, but would have been neat to have them. But this guy supposedly drops them, but he's not active. And this is the last room, the last boss. Let's go look over here. I'm not quite sure what to do. Let me try running over here. Doesn't look like we can do anything. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's bugged out. Not sure if I got the challenge mode or not. I didn't get to play this expansion. Well, I got a lot of whatever they call it, stats, achievements. Got quite a bit of achievements from this zone. Let's see if this does anything. No. Well, that's about it. Looks like farts. Oh, kind of was hoping for more. I killed everything, it looks like. That was the sleeper, though. He's back asleep. No shoulders. I don't even know what the heck's going on with that. I don't know if I did it right. But let's call it a city. I think we're gonna go into labs. Not really crazy about going in there, but see if we can get lucky and see if we see anything that's really neat. We'll go in at 70. This was the level. That's the level it used to be. And then we'll call it. Gotta go to bed soon. I'm tired. You know, it's a really good game that I haven't played it, but this Fortnite Battle Royale, they are onto something with that. I checked it out. It looks really neat. It looks really fun. You build forts. I haven't gotten into these first-person shooter games. But that one actually looks pretty darn neat. I like the whole fort building part. You get so many weapons too. You get all these cool weapons really quick. I like how they gear you up real quick. You do the battle. You get to build the fort. You know, there's a race against time. You're doing PvP. You're on the move. They move you closer and closer to each other. It's cartoony-ish looking. They did pretty good. They hit a lot of good things. I never would have expected a game like that. They did very well with that one. Very nicely designed. I never even thought of doing something like that. So it's good. I might try it out one day, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll try it this weekend, I don't know. I gotta try something else. This thing's... I came back in here to reminisce, but now it's turning into like, you know, collecting stuff. And I don't want to get to that point again. I don't want to be in here trying to collect stuff. This game is not the game to be doing that. But it would be nice to see a bunch of old faces again in the game. You know, that's the sad part. Can't really spend a lot of years with people in here, and you never really you can't ever see them ever again. And you spend all these really good... It's like going to high school and having all these friends, and then you don't see them ever again, not even on Facebook. So, we'll see. Gotta find something else to do. I'm gonna run through here real quick. Let's see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I gotta reset. This used to not be a persistent instance. They went through all the different zones and made them persistence. The TLE. They got this time locked server. And they've been going around making improvements to the whole entire game as a whole. Let me see if I can... It's now a persistent instant. We gotta reset it. That should have reset it. Let's go and check. But after this, we gotta go to bed, man. 7:14. I try to get to bed at 8. So we know it's a persistent instance now. It used to be only a yeah, it wasn't persistent. That's for sure. They didn't have persistence till Emerald Halls, and that came out a year later after this one. Yep, see, look at that. It's got people in it now. These guys don't have a chance. This was actually the sword. This sword is actually the sword the ultimate weapon out of doing all the quests and doing killing all the dragons and going through all the raids, and you got this sword. Or you had a choice of other weapons too, but this sword was the coolest. Doom Rage! Doom Rage! If you had these on, you were badass back then, man. Doom Rage Grease. You Berserker. If you had a Berserker with these in. Would have been cool to have a guard and a Berserker with all this gear on, with all the Doom Rage gear on. Jeez, I would love to go back in time and have all that gear on. Just go run around helping people through the zone with this gear on, the Doom Rage gear. Jeez. It used to say only Berserker and Guardian on it. Different stats too. I don't think we're gonna kill everything. Let me go check. I think I already got Doom Rage. Yeah, I got him. I mean, there's no real point. I mean, that's all you got. Right there. Boom. That's it. You run this whole zone. That might be the only item you got the whole night. Unfortunately. And this zone was really bad, man. You got, like, see, I mean, look, you got some gloves for the mage. These were actually really good. They gave you 221 power every 2.2 seconds for 11 seconds. So, I mean, oh, if you ran out of power, back then you ran out of power. That's not worth anything. Relic chain. That you can make a fabled helmet for any class. That was the good thing in here, was the relic. A leather forearms. We're gonna run through this real quick. This guy's pops right here. This guy took us a long time one day. Jeez, I remember we spent the whole afternoon. Look at that. You get that. That was for a dirge night cord. That used to be for just dirge. Attack speed and ability casting speed. Might have been a troop hat. Might have been. I'm not sure which one. Might have been for both. Cast speed probably sounds more like a dirge. I mean a troop. Troops are they cast and run and stuff. Jeez, I mean, I remember we couldn't beat this guy. This guy was causing us a lot of pain one night. Oh, look at that. The worm destroyer bow. Used to be a really good item. Not the best, but it was a good item. This was kind of a zone where you were supposed to get a lot of gear for everyone. You know, everyone came in here, had a lot of fun, and get a piece of armor. It was supposed to be. The truth of it is that no one really got anything. There was like, man, it's sad. You could run this zone for a whole year, and only maybe out of 24 different, there's 24 different classes. You'd be lucky to get, oh, there's firebrand. I'm trying to collect those. You would be so lucky to get, you know, you might get that earring, you know. You might get the earring. Yeah. It's, you might play the whole year. You might get the earring in that belt. You know, it was tough. People didn't really have that much. They just didn't give out that much. And it was hard to do, and people have lives and stuff. This took forever. It would have been cool if it was like you ran in here, you were like, wow, and you got all this cool. I mean, that's the way they make the like that Fortnite Battle Royale. You run in, you get all these awesome weapons, and then you like there's PvP, and there's your building stuff, you're building forts, and they're pushing these guys closer and closer. I mean, that's the way it's kind of supposed to be. It's supposed to be like this fun, you know, zany challenge. That's why this game's dead. They just didn't handle the iteming well with it. It's a great game. They just were like, it's almost like they were scared to give anyone anything. Uh, they were like, I'm scared to give out items. These were for Shadow Knight, originally. Kind of ugly looking, but someone would have loved those. Jeez. They changed the item though. It's not like it used to be though. It used to didn't have those stats. It's different back then. Used to mean a whole lot more. Used to have all this mitigation on them. Let's see what we got. This guy usually drops boots. These are Shadow Knight. I know a guy, he was coming in here because he wanted this stuff. He wanted the Shadow Knight stuff. This guy, Kill. That was a good item. I don't know if I already have that. Silver Sword of Rage. Silver Sword of Rage. That was like a really good item. See, I mean, see, it's not really that many items. You see how the chests were in the last zone? I got like all these different things and stuff just off of one guy. This was a really good zone back then too. I mean, it was like, oh my gosh, you get items in here, you know? They're not they were good, but they weren't like wow, but they were like good. You know, it was like you knew they were good. It's just weird. It's like it was good for what they gave you. It was kind of like but it wasn't like super amazing. I can't say that they were amazing items, but they were good. I think if you had them on, you let people know that you were like in a group of people in a guild that can go and get these. That's all it was. It was kind of like showing off, but also it also was cool that you had the. See, I don't even have that. I don't even have that item. I might have got rid of it. We'll get it. Yeah, we'll keep it. It's not nothing amazing. I got better, but Silver Sword of Rage. I think a friend of mine. What does it do anyways? Does it do damage? Oh, it wards. Yeah. I think there was another sword that warded too. It might even have the ward in it. No. What is it called? Shielding. I think it was called shielding. This is it. Look at that. I still remember. This would have been a good combo. Let's see what is better. This one says it's got better rating on it. 6 seconds. Does a little bit more damage. 248 ward. This wards against arcane damage. Increases defense of caster by 10. That was really good back then though. This might have been the better one at the time though than this one. But this one's now better. You can see here's 56. 58. But look at this other one. You see? Look how badass that one was. It's a cool sword. I think that used to be the best. This is actually pretty darn good though. With that 240. This wards you of all damage. This would have been better for defense. It sucks because even you see this was like the best sword. See, this is how bad it was. This was the best sword when it came out. But towards the end of the expansion, after it came out, and you had to do all these raid zones and all these quests to get it, and then you finally got this sword, it was really weird because it was no longer the best. It was kind of like, who uses it? And then they had a shield that was really cool looking. And then people were just saying it's more like a badge of honor. It's like these are like trophy weapons. You get them, but you never use them. It's like no one just ran around with this and used it. And that was the sad part. They had these really cool items, and they were so hard to get. You had to do a long chain of quests and kill all these monsters, and then they go and they make them garbage. They don't. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. You made it garbage?